right, people. How are we doing today? Day 18. Boy, we are just flat cruising through this. Okay, we're just getting her done, aren't we? We're having a good old time. I saw some really nice Sunday Fun Day posts. I hope everybody had a great Sunday Fun Day. I know I did. The potato skins was wild. I had to sleep in a little bit today. You know, had a little good time. Yesterday at the bars, that was fun. Now here we are, Monday again. Seems like just yesterday. We just started this thing, right? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Check your levels. Are you still stoked? Are you still excited? Now, I told you the other day I was going to show you that book, and it turns out I dug into my library, dug all around from the book, and here's that book I was telling you about. And it's by Kim Donaldson. Now, this is of her travels through Africa. And she traveled all through Africa. I don't know how long it was, but it was a long time, painting the landscapes and the wildlife and the people of Africa.
Those are paintings?
These are paintings. Isn't that something else? Yeah, these are paintings. And she really did an excellent, fantastic job. She even painted some of the people. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now this is the book that I was telling you guys about, that I walked into Barnes & Noble. And in Barnes & Noble there was this big fat bin, $5 bin. And this book was stacked up to the ceiling in the $5 bin. And I couldn't get over it. This book is incredible. Look at that. She's got her sketchbooks in there. I don't know if y'all can see that in the beginning there. Over here. But she took all kinds of sketchbooks, painted trees, drew trees, went all through Africa for the longest of time, put together this beautiful, incredible, illustrative narrative of her story through Africa. And then all of a sudden it's in the bargain bin book. Bargain book bin. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it. So I got this book for $5. $5. Now, hell man, sometimes you create great artwork and it just doesn't come together. Now I hope she made a whole ton of money because man, this is fantastic work. She's a fantastic artist. I don't know where she is or what she's doing now, but I would buy whatever the hell she is selling. So I'll look her up and try to put down if she's got a website or whatever. But making a journal is a fantastic way to use your sketchbook. Are you going to travel somewhere? Are you going to go to Japan maybe? Are you going to see the cityscapes or maybe you like sushi? Every time you go to a sushi place, draw a little piece of sushi. You could take a picture of it, draw it later, or draw it right there as you sit. Or do you love, I don't know, just anything. But start practicing where you live today. Wherever you are today, don't wait till that big trip comes for you then to practice. Practice it today around your own little town that you're at right now. Go out there and draw a cactus or draw a crow or raven or draw a homeless person if you got a whole bunch of them around you. Draw different parts of the city. If you got a beautiful cathedral or architecture, draw some of that. Let the world become your oyster. Let the world become a overwhelming abundance of imagery that you can capture. Let the world become your gift. And you just go ahead and harvest the visual gifts from the world around you. Put that in your sketchbook. It's incredible. It's incredible. So stoke that fire. That's what I wanted to say. Stoke that fire. And Kim, fantastic work. Wherever she's at today. Now, are you locking that critical eye up, people? Because if you're going to go out there and you're going to journal, of course you're going to be sitting there for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and all of a sudden you're going to think, oh, this is not good. Put that outside your mind, okay? Lock that critical eye away and continue on drawing. Continue on your work. Just get her done. After a week or two, you'll look back, go back and look at your sketchbook, and you'll see, boy, I've come a little bit of a long way. Hell, even right now, pull your sketchbook out in front of you, flip back to the first page that you started on all this journey we've been on together, and look at your first sketches, then your second, then your third. Can't you see that they've improved? Use that to stoke yourself. Use that to be excited that you're getting better. And to stoke that fire to keep going. Now, how's your schedule doing? You got your schedule set? Do they line up with your goals? Get them together if they don't. If they do, keep cruising, okay? Keep cruising. Now, we also talked about our tools. Make sure you keep the simple shapes. The simple shapes is important. It's important more so for the concept. It's important more so for the concept of abstraction. What does that mean, Ray Ray? Well, the shapes are simple, so they're abstract representations of more complex shapes. Now, you got to get this trick down. The trick is this: simplifying a concept of a complex concept. Okay, that's what the big important thing is. Because we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this later, and we're going to go simplified values. Then we're going to go simplified colors. Then we're going to go simplified harmonies, simplified compositions. Okay, then we're going to stack those together, the simplified ideas on top of each other to make something complex. But it all starts with the simple shapes. Okay, simple shapes. You got the cube vision, the three-dimensional cube vision. Then you got your zoom cubes. Then you got your storytelling. That's what we worked on last time. Storytelling. Are you telling your story? Do you believe that you have a story? Because you do. Everybody has their own unique, independent story. Lock that critical eye away. Tell them, shut up, critical eye. I got a story to tell. And I want to tell it. And you won't believe how important and cathartic that is. And just imagine the fact that when you tell the story, you're telling it so that it resonates in someone else. Don't tell the story to get attention, because it'll blow up in your face. I'm telling you. Tell the story to serve your audience. If you approach storytelling, artwork, business to serve your audience, it will always fare you well. You will always land on your feet, and everything you create will be received appropriately. Okay? Because what we're really trying to do here is create genuine desire. We want genuine desire from our... I just blanked out there for a second. We want genuine desire from the people who view our artwork. We want from our viewers. We want that genuine desire from them. We want them to want it. Now, I was going to say something. So, if you want genuine desire from your viewer, think for a moment of that viewer that you're trying to create the artwork for. Okay? So, consider for a moment. I want you to do this now, today. Think of a person who you want to create a piece of artwork for in your life. Think of that person. Now, today, create that piece of artwork for that person in your sketchbook. Okay? It can be just an idea. It could be a fully polished sketch. It doesn't mean you're going to give it to them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from a psychological point of view, create that piece of artwork with the intention for that other person. Okay? And then what it's going to do is it's going to shift you into the proper psychological place to create your best artwork. That's what we're going after here, people. To create our best artwork. Always do it from a righteous position. What does that mean? What does that mean from a righteous position? That means that I'm creating this artwork for you, no strings attached, even to the point of as soon as I give it to you, it's over with. It's done. There is no reciprocation needed. I'm not looking for a thank you. I'm not looking for anything. In fact, sometimes I give artwork via mail so that I don't have to be face to face to the person, so they don't feel obligated to, and then give me that fake slop back. You know, sometimes when you give something to somebody, it's so personal that they're caught so off guard in that moment that they're so uncomfortable they feel as if they're naked. That happens. So you can never, understand or predict how that reception's going to go. So it's best just to kind of give it to them on the side. Let them have their initial viewing in private. And then after that, they can come around. Maybe they'll say thank you. Maybe they'll, post it on X. Who knows? Maybe they won't, though. Maybe it'll just touch them so much that they'll be quiet for the rest of their lives. But they'll treasure that piece of art that you gave them. That's what we want. We want genuine desire. We want genuine desire. Now, I'm doing a couple sketches for some people, and they started in my sketchbook, and then they're growing. Here's one for a friend of mine. He's on a trip over in Europe right now. Got his little child right here with him. I saw this image, and I said, hey, that'd be fantastic. You better frame it. He said, well, if you draw it for me. And I said, well, hell, we'll go ahead and do that then, all right? Because we're going to create that genuine desire in that fellow. He's going to treasure it for the rest of his life. What better to be than to serve somebody and give them something they'll treasure for the rest of their life? That's incredible. Then I was drawing these dogs. Somebody said, hey, would you do my dog? I said, well, sure enough. So I did their dog in the sketchbook, and now I'm blowing it up. I'm making it bigger on watercolor paper, and I'm going to watercolor. Okay? You see what I'm... Hey, motorcycle man. Pipe down out there. Got the motorcycle man right here. He says he wants a dog too. Maybe his motorcycle. I don't know. But it grows out of your sketchbook. Everything grows out of your sketchbook. And then I have a painting over here. I gotta go get it. That I put together for someone. And this painting's in oil. And then I made the frame. Yeah, I made that frame right there. Made that frame. Even put the little brand, my name in it on the side so it looks all professional and whatnot. But yeah, I made that. I made that for them because we used to go on walks down by the ocean. And so I made a painting of one of our walks down by the ocean and how we would talk about life and all kinds of stuff. And now it's a treasured memory. So that's what it's all about, people. So today, go ahead, think of somebody. It doesn't mean you have to give it to them. That's not what I'm saying. But think of somebody who you'd like to give a piece of art, and then sketch out the idea, the concept, the artwork, something with the intention on them to create genuine desire in them, and then see how that doesn't impact your artwork. Now, I know I've already talked long enough, so let's go ahead and get on out of here. I got stuff to do. I got artwork to finish. Come on now.